Hello, welcome to Matchday 4 of the FFL. Starting off with Portsmouth and James's team taking on which is Ajax. So yeah, going to this game, Portsmouth currently 8th, Ajax in 7th. Portsmouth, the only team in the league currently to record any points in the league. Portsmouth to have points in the on the Shield. So just can see how they got on here, following a win against United in the Shield. Ajax drew against Milan. Portsmouth and Ajax actually in the same league, in the same group actually in the Shield, and Ajax won 2-0 in that game, so that's good. Good for them. Good into this going into this game. Good for them. Good sign for them. I can't talk, it seems. Coming to this game for in the last Premiership games, Portsmouth lost 2-1 and Ajax drew 0-0. Here is the teams. Portsmouth unchanged from that 3-1 win against United in the Shield. Storm missing. Who was injured? Marlon. No, LeBuff. Sorry. Not with it today, it seems. Still missing LeBuff, yeah. Ajax coming this game also unchanged from that 2-2 draw against Milan. Yeah, Portsmouth and will have Frank LeBuff back for their final Shield game. For one game where they take on Milan. Currently second place in the Shield, so all to play for them. And of course we'll kick us off underway here at Fratton Park in today's opening game. There's Van der Beek on the ball forward to Higuain. He finds El Shaarawy. Farfan. Van der Beek, Higuain, Van der Beek. Farfan, El Shaarawy, tackled there by Quaresma. Promes, Quaresma, tackled by El Shaarawy, and it's going to be a throw in here to Ajax. Boateng to Ferrati, we'll find Rooney. Gerrard to Rooney. Ferrati to Gerrard. Promes. Ball forward to Quaresma, but Farfan's going to get there first, but puts out a player for a corner. Corner to be taken here by Stevie G. Moves following Modric with the header away. Promes forward, Boateng. Promes from range, and he goes there just wide. Handanovic definitely had that covered. Handanovic with the kick out, looking for Martial in front, Hudson-Odoi. Luka Modric now. Fantastic ball over the top to find El Shaarawy, who won't get to that. There's a fantastic ball over the top with good vision there, but just going to get to it in time. Boateng to Quaresma, Gerrard. Gerrard forward to Quaresma, Promes. Quincy get tackled by Vertonghen. Van der Beek. Out to Martial's got space on the left hand side. Hudson-Odoi. Still Hudson-Odoi. Still going. Cut back. Play inside to find Modric. A bit of space here. Back to Hudson-Odoi. Puts the ball in back posting for El Shaarawy. Boateng heads it away. Boateng for the follow-up header as well. Higuain did head out towards goal, but Boateng read it well. Lovely pass there from Quincy Promes, Gerrard. Ferrati. Napoli, Rooney. Napoli. Ferrati. Rooney. Tackled there by Tagliafico, who's going to clear away to Higuain. Higuain heads it forward to Gerrard. A lot of space here for Gerrard in the middle. Tackled by Modric, but Gerrard gets the ball forward to Rooney, who finds Josef Martinez. Good ball out to Gnabry, puts the ball in, looking for Quincy Promes. He's by himself and heads it in past Handanovic. Handanovic not pleased with his defence, and I can understand why, there's nobody there. And Quincy Promes scores the opening goal today of today's stream. It was Tonali. Martinez who scored in the show game. Tonali scored a fantastic goal, I remember now. Absolute crack of a goal. Promise opening scoring here for a lovely header. Goal in from Gnabry. Quincy was by himself as well. Looks very active this game as well. First 25 minutes. See if Portsmouth can get something going. Modric to Hudson-Odoi. Out to Martial. I've touched over Martial, but Gnabry reads it well. We'll go back to Jan Sommer. Boateng. Ferrati. Heavy touch and release the ball to Modric. Martial. Hudson-Odoi. Lovely turn there from Hudson-Odoi, drop the shoulder, puts the ball in. Gerrard's going to clear that away. Martinez heads it out to Rooney. Go back to Keane. Keane to Ferrati. Rooney. Gnabry's outside of him. Gnabry in a bit of trouble there. Martial and Hudson-Odoi there. Puts the ball in though, but David Luiz. Oh, there's a free kick given here against Martial, it seems. Not too sure why, but seen nothing go wrong, but free kick here to Ajax. Gerrard rips it in. As long as going to nod that away. He's over here by Boateng. Going Boateng in untried territory here. Christmas forward to Martinez. Makes it 2. Josef Martinez, who's watched the Premiership top goal scorer last season, been quite quiet this season. Nab to go. I'm sure we're more than happy to see his star striker back on the score sheet. His first goal of the season actually. Martinez in the league anyways. He scored against Portsmouth in the show game recently. He's scored for Ajax this season, so a bit of confidence boost. Things are going from bad to worse it seems for Portsmouth in the league anyways. Tackle over Van der Beek though, there's still plenty of time left. And as AC Milan tried in the last game, they can be conquered to Ajax. Van der Beek for a lovely header towards Higuain, but couldn't get direction on it. It's good play for Portsmouth, fantastic play. Just lacking in the final third for like a final ball. Higuain, oh I thought he was going to shoot him, but he doesn't. Higuain does shoot, and it's just wide of Sommer's goal. Portsmouth definitely turning the pressure in. Another bit of play there. Oh, Jan Sommer got his hand on it. Fantastic save from Jan Sommer. I thought it was just wide. Big save there from Sommer. Corner here for Portsmouth. Farfan whips the ball in. Sommer punches it up. Promes will help him out and head it behind for another corner. Martial yet to do anything in this game it seems. Farfan short to Modric. Modric will go back to Farfan. Modric. Tackle there by Boateng. He's going to go out for a goal kick. Smart play there from Boateng. Sommer short to Jerome Boateng. Guy. Ferrati. Out to Promes. Quaresma. Quaresma. That's the end of the first half, and Ajax 2-0 lead going to half time. Bit more like the Ajax we saw last season that led them to the Premiership. Portsmouth definitely out of the game yet. They've had shots. Just need to get something in the final third going. Playing well. Need to get that final pass through. Seems to be where they're lacking at the moment. Ferrati, Rooney, Napri, Ferrati, Napri. Taken by Martial, but it's good ball to Ferrati straight away. Martinez, Gerrard, Rooney back to Gerrard, Rooney, Gerrard. Looking to dink it in, Martial reads it and heads it away, looking for anyway, but Higuain chasing, but King gets there first. Ferrati push off the ball by Martial. Tagliafico to Martial's dangerous play from Portsmouth. Hosledoi getting headbutted, it seems, by Ferrati. Good block there for Martial. Ferrati to Napri. Rooney shoots. Easy catch for Handanovic. Easy save, I should say. Handanovic looking for an option. Looking for Van der Beek. Gets pushed off the ball by Gerrard. Not a good sign for Portsmouth. Keane, Ferrati. Good ball forward, but Vertonghen's going to cut it out and play it away. Boateng. Gerrard. Promise. Martinez. Back to Promise. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Vinci Promise looking for his second goal. Hosledoi put it behind for a corner. Double change here for Portsmouth. Cinefix TSC update, fantastic. So Martial's gone off for Sancho. Luka Jovic's on for Higuain for Portsmouth. Didn't catch the Ajax change. See that in a second, I'm sure. Gerrard rips the ball in. Guy heads it towards goal. It's gone over enough for a goal kick. I think Nabry went off. I'm not too sure. Yeah, Nabry did go off for Andre Schürrle. Came on in the last game and scored. Against Milan. Along with Quincy Promes. Luka Jovic. Farfan El Shaarawy. Ball whipped in. Michael Keane's going to head it away. Quincy Promes on the ball, being very lively today. For definitely a candidate for man of the match. Gerrard. Promes. Gerrard. Ferrati. Andre Schürrle. Gerrard. Schürrle. Martinez back to Schürrle. Ball out to Quaresma, and Farfan's going to clear it. Should play out to Hunt-Odoi. He's definitely got some pace, and he's pacing down the left hand side. Cuts inside, looking for Jovic. Sancho, Jovic. Hunt-Odoi. Trying to find Van der Beek, but it's a loose pass and it's picked up by the Ajax defence. Gerrard, Ferrati. Rooney, Ferrati. Gerrard over the top of a lovely ball from Gerrard to find Quincy Promes. Martinez, Promes, Martinez. Good ball forward to Quaresma, who's going to bury that. And this is definitely the Ajax we saw last season that led them to the Premiership. Fluid play. Quaresma bagged his first goal for Ajax. Lovely play between Promes and Martinez, and Quaresma a lovely one onto the ball and buries it past Handanovic, who did get an arm on it but well enough to deflect it wide. It's pretty much game set match for Ajax here. Luka Jovic looking to get some kind of consolation goal. It's very release for Portsmouth, could save him somewhere. Corner for Portsmouth. They deserve a goal at least. Farfan puts the ball in, Sommer tips it away. Rooney losing the ball to Tagliafico, whips the ball in with a lovely volley. Gerrard heads away from David Luiz. Yeah, definitely Portsmouth deserve a goal. They've had some good chances. Jan Sommer's been better. All the defence has cut the final pass. Let's move to Ferrari, Rooney. Ferrari, Rooney. Gerrard. Cut out by El Shaarawy, Modric, Van der Beek. Modric. Tagliafico. Sancho. Jovic forward to Hudson-Odoi. Ball back over. Keane heads it away. Under his shoulder. Keane. Back to Sommer. Boateng. Guaya to Gerrard. Gerrard to Quincy Promes. Ferrati. Rooney. Gerrard to Promes. Gerrard. Quaresma. Promes. Still Quincy Promes. Good ball forward to Quaresma. Good save from Handanovic. Ajax looking for forfeits to help their goal difference out, I guess, more than anything else. Change here. Alex on making his debut for Ajax. Might as well, considering the game is pretty much done, said and done on for Gerrard. Quaresma whips the ball in. Handanovic for his hand on that. Get another corner here for Ajax. Quaresma moves the ball in. Oh, it's Martinez who gets a header at goal, and a lovely save there from Handanovic. Probably the final action in the game here. Quaresma short to Ferrari. Weird cross in, hits the crossbar. Signifies the end of the game. And a good 3-0 win here for Ajax will definitely help them into the league table and help their confidence as well. Portsmouth are going to settle for a good cup run where things are going in the league. Man match goes to Quaresma over 9.4. Thought we were going to Quincy myself, but what do I know? Second game, and it's probably the biggest game of today purely because of reasons. It's Sod's Wednesday take on his cousin Owen and his lads at Chelsea. Stick window I go. Yeah, so there's lots of people with rivalries in the league, but this is definitely one of the highest ones, one of the biggest rivalries. I mean, we've got the Irish lads in general, really. We've got Spence and Scott, Spence and Dan. We've got Carl and Ryan, Cameron and Ryan, Piero and Dan. But yeah, this probably tops all of them. This is probably the game each team want to win the most. And it's an even bigger game because Wednesday are currently in second and Chelsea in third. So we go into this game. I would actually be in the watching, because I know you'll probably want to keep a keen eye on this game as well, just for the banner. We're going to take on this game with one change, and that's Telles back at left back ahead of Hernandez, following their final win over fellow Irishman Stee and his lads at UCD. Still winning for them in the Premiership the last game. Chelsea come to this game also unchanged, following their 2-0 win over Valencia. Won a draw against Dortmund in the Premiership in the last game. And a new boy, Harim Ziyech, on the bench for today's game. Owen couldn't bring himself to drop Gianfranco Zola, so Ziyech will see his first game on the bench. Probably come on as a sub at some point.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Here we go with Valencia kicking us off. Calabria giving the ball to S-Fine. Sola to Kante. Mendy. Drogba. Mendy, Drogba. Ball across the box and Akanji's going to clear that away. Mendy, Sola. Mendy puts the ball in, Sagadu will head that way. Tedesco with an interesting pass. Akanji's going to clear out for Nicolas Saul to collect. Calabria, Keane. Kante. Mendy. Tackle there by Semedo. Semedo plays the ball forward to Martinelli. Parrott. Martinelli. Parrott. Semedo. Sami Khedira. Tedesco. Khedira. Martinelli trying to find Parrott, but Mendy's going to cut that out and play back to De Gea. John Terry. Back to De Gea. Pogba. Calabria. Pogba. Calabria. Pogba. Calabria. Teres, 15 interception. Tedesco. Parrott. S-Fine. Martinelli. S-Fine. Parrott. S-Fine. Cut out by Nicolas Saul. Kanji down to Sagadu. Semedo. Martinelli. Sola for tackle there. Sola playing the ball away to Drogba. Drogba to Rodrigo. Pacing away from Semedo here. Good tackle there for Semedo. Lovely tackle there from Semedo. And keeps it in. Lovely play there from Nelson Semedo. And even Khedira played the ball away from Rodrigo as well. Martinelli. Tedesco. Martinelli, Tedesco. Parrott. Semedo. Parrott. Tackled by Mendy. Saul crossed to Terry. Keane. Terry. Save a panic clearance. Picked up here by Semedo. Martinelli. Khedira. Martinelli. Khedira. Martinelli. Khedira. Semedo, tackled by Mendy. Mendy and Semedo having a right battle down this near side. Calabria with a bit of space. Being chased by S-Fine, he's going to miss the tackle. Still Calabria puts the ball in. Now it's going to be Sagadu to easily collect. Pogba. There's one to Tedesco. Still Paul Pogba. Pogba trying to play into Drogba, but cut by S-Fine. Martinelli away. Totti getting pushed over. Calabria. Drogba. Rodrigo. Rodrigo shoots. Good save for Madison. Big save for Madison. Good touch to push the ball away from his feet to make a bit of space for himself, but big save there for Madison. Forcing the first corner of today's game. Chelsea going short with this one. Sola short to Kante. Pogba. Sola. Lazy and it's offside. Sagadu short to Semedo. Sagadu. Semedo. Interesting pass to Teres. Khedira. Teres. Khedira. S-Fine. Teres into the middle to find Sagadu. Kanji. Tedesco. Totti. Tedesco. Totti. S-Fine. Tackled by Calabria, it'd be a throw in here to Wednesday. S1 to Totti. Got played by Calabria and Pogba placed the ball away to Keane. Calabria, Pogba. Cut by Kadira. S1, Tedesco. Parrott. Kadira, Teles. S1, that's a offside I think calling us S1 is. It's unfortunate bit of play there because they come with Pogba but Fever's feeble. Kadira wins the header away from Drogba. Teles. Kanji. Teles. Teles. Kanji. Be switched looking for Martinelli but cut by Mendy. Sola. Forward to Drogba. Sola. Kante. Mendy. Taken by Tedesco. Samido. Sagadu. Tedesco. Kadira. Tedesco. Should play ends the first half in a tame game considering the circumstances. Only real chance has come from Rodrigo. Neither team really went to make a mistake and slip up and the other team score. Chelsea will kick us off here in the second half. Keane to Kante, Keane. Solar, Keane. Pogba. Ball into the middle, Sagadu cuts out and clears out. Calabria. Pogba. Calabria. Solar cut by Kadira. Parrott's offside. It's the best I could do, Billy. It's either white or blue for Chelsea, so I ain't got their preferred kit. Martinelli, Samido, Parrott. Martinelli. Samido. Martinelli puts the ball in. Totti takes it down, looking for Parrott. Samido, Parrott, Samido. Martinelli. Taken by Sola. Martinelli keeps the ball. Mendy's going to clear out to Samido. Kadira. Parrott with a lovely turn. Across the box, Saul puts it behind for a corner. Both teams making a here. So we're going to see Tedesco off for Fabian and Frank Lampard on for Martinelli short to Totti. Totti puts it in, De Gea tips it behind for another corner. Yeah, it's on for Pogba. Totti puts the ball in again, back post. Terry heads it away. Yeah, throw in here to Wednesday. So Wednesday turn the pressure up a little bit. That's fine. Teles. That's fine. Fabian. Good ball in. De Gea punches away and he's far as Kadira. That's fine. Out to Samido. Martinelli. Good turn over Martinelli. Ball in again. De Gea again punching away. S1 wins the header. Keane plays it loose. It's fallen to Sami Khedira of all people. Sami Khedira with the goal. It's a loose pass from the captain, Roy Keane, that allowed the goal to go in. Shot from Parrott comes off Saul, and the deflection falls straight to Sammy Khedira, who buries that past De Gea. Put Wednesday up. Big Sammy. Big Sam. Boom. Hello Matt. Matt, your game is next. Calabria on the ball now. Chelsea look to get back in the game. Ball into the box. It's Sola. Ooh. Jennifer Sola almost with an instant reply there. Good ball in. Spanks that on the volley, and Addison with a big save. Forcing the corner. Taylor's on for the goal scorer, Khedira. Drogba with a header towards goal, and it's gone just over the bar. Franco Sola's coming off, and it's not for Sajic. It's for Malinowski. Which is surprising. Sajic not being played. On the bench, not being subbed on. Mendy, the ball down to Malinowski. Drogba. Rodrigo. Taylor gets the ball away. Martinelli forward to Parrott. Parrott forward to Totti. Malinowski. Lampard. Malinowski, Lampard, forward to Drogba. Malinowski, Drogba. Lamps. Drogba. Good ball back to Lampard. Lampard to Rodrigo. Rodrigo shoots. Good save again for Madison. Chelsea definitely knocking on the door, and Madison having a great game at the moment. Love the corner here to Chelsea. Hulk's on for Martinelli. For Wednesday's Terry whips the corner in. Lampard to Saul. John Terry. Good ball in from Terry actually, but there's nobody there. Samilo misses the header actually, forced Rodrigo for a lovely touch. Roy Keane! It's still Roy Keane! And it's Roy Keane eventually. CDMs with the goals today so far. A lovely touch there from Rodrigo, something that you'd see from Biddy on clubs. And I think that's Sagadu in the middle, who fell over trying to clear the ball, and Keane takes full advantage. Finally beats Allison. Where Keane makes up for his mistake as well at the other end. And 11 minutes plus injury time left in this game. And this game could go either way really. It's fine. Just need to Sagadu. Hulk. Sagadu, Hulk. Fabian. Hulk. Fabian. Hulk. Hulk with the ball in. Saul heads it away. Mendy to Keane. Mendy. He's actually entering stuff. It's an interesting FIFA game. Calabria. I mean, we'll see how your game goes, Biddy. Leo. Keane. Forward to Kante. Malinowski trying to find Rodrigo, but he's cut out. Totti. Gonna Wednesday break here. Fabian. Back heels it to Samido. Totti. Fabian. Totti. Back to Fabian, he's onside. Good ball needed. It's Parrott. It's always cleared it away. Malinowski for poor clearance to Tello. Tello tries to volley it, and that's gone, I think, out of the stadium. Change here for Chelsea. Well, we're going to see Sajic. Sajic coming on for Kante for the 2 seconds left. Listen, Owen's going to have to wait for another game to see what the impacts are actually going to make in a game. Donahue shared the points here with a 1-1 draw. We have the ball back, please, Billy. We need it for the league. Thanks. Even game as well. Though to be fair, neither Soddle or Owen will be happy with a point. Man of the match will go to Sammy Khedira. Yeah, Sammy Khedira takes man of the match for an 8.3. Moving now to the next game, and a point between Wednesday and Chelsea will help these next two teams out. Them two teams being Scots Valencia taking on Manchester City, who are currently 5th and 4th. Yeah, 5th and 4th here in the league. Match predicting for 1-0 Villa. We'll see. Yeah, I'll get to that in a sec, Matt, for the people that are going to watch this on YouTube. Yeah, so going to this game, Valencia 5th, City in 4th, both looking to pounce on the draw that just happened. Valencia comes to game from a 2-0 loss to Chelsea in the Shield. City comes to game from a 1-0 win over Atletico. Oh, fair enough. From the Premiership games, City coming to this game from a 1-0 draw against Roma, and Valencia come off a 0-0 draw against Ajax. Yeah, so here's the Valencia lineup. New formation 4-2-2-2 for Scott today. Pope back in goal ahead of Trap. Back four remains the same. Müller and Busquets making the CDMs. The cams are Baggio and Abba Trapped. And the new front line for Valencia today, the Lord himself, Lord Bentner, who was at City, and Scott bought him literally yesterday before the stream and stuff. And Moussa Dembele, who's signed from United in the transfer window. He comes Matt's lineup and City, so same formation. Just one change in for the team today, and that is Lewandowski. I can't say his name here. Lewandowski up front ahead of Jesus. Matt a bit surprised about Müller being at CDM. I let people know Lewandowski is for sale. For anyone who wants to buy a struggling striker. I mean, he's a fantastic striker. Definitely spend all the money on him. And Valencia underway here. De Bruyne out to Ronaldinho. De Bruyne. He will. I mean, to be fair, his record in the league in title isn't a good record. So I think he's only scored like 3 league goals. I was doing records the other day. Not very good. Aubameyang shoots from range, PK over block. That looked dangerous, to be fair. Hey, I'm the chairman. I'll tell you how it is. That looked dangerous when Aubameyang hit PK. I don't know if that's the shoulder or in the face, but he's right. It's coming out from a corner. Lewandowski's amazing. Matt spent 80 million on him for a reason. He's fantastic. Ronaldinho shoots, good save from Pope, and Hoonfan with a poor clearance away, and it's Lewandowski who makes me eat my words with the opening goal here. See, it's all a part of the plan, Matt, all part of the plan. Lewandowski with his first goal in about 44 games. See, I talk shit about him and he proves me wrong. That's how it works. Thomas Müller nowhere near him for the clearance header. It's Hoonfan with the terrible clearance away. Imagine selling him. He gets one more staying. That's big words from Matt. We'll see as this game continues. Tierney with the throw in. Sabletta away to De Jong. Aubameyang to Renato Sanchez. De Bruyne, Aubameyang, Sanchez, De Bruyne. Given time, De Bruyne, that's dangerous. Aubameyang finds Sanchez, who finds Ronaldinho. Good save from Nicholas Pope. Why would you give De Bruyne that much space and time? But Nick Pope saving Valencia there for big save. De Bruyne, Lewandowski, De Bruyne, Sanchez, De Bruyne. Should have finished that. Matt not pleased with Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is for sale apparently as well now. Sanchez back to Ronaldinho. Lewandowski, bit bullied off the ball by a PK, but it's going to be a free kick here to City. No, he went there. Fine, she's gone. De Bruyne. Taken by Tierney. Ferocious there from Tierney, but De Bruyne picks the ball back up. Back to Aubameyang. De Jong. Sanchez with him, Aubameyang with him. De Jong goes round one, finds Lewandowski, shoots, and it's an easy save for Nick Pope. Ballet trying to head it towards Bentner, but can't. Ramos picks the ball up. De Bruyne. Sabletta. De Jong in the middle by himself, loads space. Renato Sanchez. De Jong. Lewandowski. Ronaldinho. Good tackle by PK, sticks his foot in and gets the ball. Müller to Huntfran. Then Belly back to Huntfran. Tarat back to Huntfran, perhaps. No, Sanchez bullies him off the ball. Sinchenko getting the ball off the company just in the nick of time. Sabletta forward to Kevin De Bruyne. What about Lewandowski? Renato Sanchez, Lewandowski. Sanchez. Lewandowski. Ball forward to Ronaldinho, back to Lewandowski. Can't control it, does control it. Oh, he's made it too! And Lewandowski keeps his place at Man City, it seems. He had trouble getting the ball out of his feet there, Lewandowski, but eventually gets the ball out and buries it past Nick Pope. Not for sale, so you might want to change that in the group, man. Yeah, trouble a bit there, but makes a bit of space for himself. No one wanted to tackle him. Came down to PK in the end, who threw himself at the ball, and might have been a penalty actually if ball didn't go in. Imagine when so Lewandowski. But it's a brace here for Lewandowski, and he's finally showing some kind of promise. See if Valencia can get something going in this game. Huntfran. I would be worried about being under the Lord's shadow as well, to be fair. De Jong, company, Sinchenko. 29% possession for Valencia, Jesus. City are dominating this game, really. No other way about it. 71% possession, that's ridiculous. De Jong, De Bruyne, Sanchez. New formation not working at the moment for Scott. Sanchez into Lewandowski, puts the ball across the box. Tierney heads it away and it's fast. De Jong! Good block from Lenglet. Here is the Lord himself, finally on the ball. Baggio, back to Bentner. Bentner back here, was it back to Tierney. Tierney forward to Busquets. Musa Dembele. Busquets trying to find Baggio, but it's cut out and cleared away to Ronaldinho. De Jong. Sanchez, De Jong. Ronaldinho. Foul there from Busquets. It's be a free kick here to City. De Bruyne moves the ball forward. Lenglet gets head on it. Bentner away to Busquets. Back to Bentner. Bentner being out of one here. Patient away from everyone as best he can. Unfran, Müller. Zinchenko intercepts De Jong. Zinchenko, De Jong. That's the end of the first half. City with a very comfortable first half here. 2 goals from that man right there, Lewandowski, who I think he's only scored 2 or 3 goals in his FFL career in the league. He's now doubled his score in one game, and might finally be the striker that Matt needs to potentially win the league again. 7 shots to none. Oh dear. See what kick us off it in the second half. I'm just looking for when Lewandowski last scored, really, because I'm intrigued. As this game goes on, Sanchez to Ronaldinho. Sanchez. Good ball in, but there's nobody there, and Nick Pope will make a show of that. Bentner trying to get the ball right to Baggio, but it's cut out. Zabaleta to Ramos, Ramos to De Jong. Zabaleta. De Bruyne. Tackle it by Busquets, but Sanchez comes away with the ball somehow. Lewandowski, cut by Müller. Oh, it's fallen to De Bruyne, but it's a goal scramble, and it's cleared away eventually to Zabaleta. Zabaleta on the ball. Sanchez forward to Ronaldinho, who should have made it 3. Ronaldinho's had an absolute shocker of a game so far. Didn't find a goal anyways. Jesus is on for Lewandowski, he won't get his hat-trick. But he keeps his place at City, which is probably the main thing to take away from this game for Lewandowski and Matt. Baggio. Baggio to Bentner. Tierney. Got ball from Birmingham. Be a throw in here to Valencia. I'm not pleased about Ian being so. Dembele almost had a fantastic shot goal, but can't be threw himself over the ball. Yeah, Matt not pleased about Lewandowski going off. Casillas with the ball now, playing out to Zabaleta. Still looking for when Lewandowski last scored. It's been a while. Baggio, mistake here from City. Baggio forward to the Lord himself, who banks a goal. Scott's proposition does come true, and Bentner does grab a goal here against his old club. It's a mistake there from De Jong, who just gave the ball to Dembele. Dembele plays it through. Baggio finds Bentner. There's he past Casillas. Ramos for sale. You heard it here first. Yeah, near post goals are a bit OP at times. But I was saying that though, Ronaldinho had that chance literally just a few minutes ago and he missed it, so. Ronaldinho to Jesus. De Jong. De Bruyne getting pushed off the ball, but loose the ball to Baggio. Bentner pushing forward for Valencia. Definitely feel a bit of momentum change here. It's a poor ball though to Dembele, and it's cleared away by the City defence. De Bruyne forward to Jesus. Nigel De Jong to find Jesus. Ronaldinho might be offside. No, he's not. He's onside. Ronaldinho to Jesus. Back to Ronaldinho. That's a lovely tackle on PK, and the referee advantage falls for foul. disappears at the end of that play as well. Unfortunately for City. Thomas Müller. Fucking Artunovic scored before Lewandowski last did for City. Jesus. Still going for this record. Cut out by Ramos. Ramos trying to save himself here. I don't think it's. I'll look for the record, but I can't see when Lewandowski last scored for City, if he ever has. I was just flicking through, I might have missed it, but who knows. Ball for Jesus. Aubameyang. Ronaldinho with another chance that goes over. It's the third chance Ronaldinho's had today. That's put wide. Change here for Valencia. It's going to be Pato on for Thomas Müller. As a go a bit more attacking Valencia. 4-3-3 it seems. Dembele, Busquets, Zinchenko for interception there. Squeaky bum time indeed. De Jong going back to Casillas, who doesn't really put much precision on that pass, and Maguire wins the header to App. Forward to Pato. Casillas with a catch there. Pato scores, but he's going to be pissed himself laughing. Tyranny to App. Baggio. To App forwards. This will be a free kick here for something. Answers on a postcard, what? Change here for City. We're going to see Company come off for Ogbonna. Insert confused face there. To App with the free kick. Shoots on range. Ooh, Casillas with a big save. How about Trapped? Almost for an absolute screamer there. Jesus, I need to watch replay that. That was definitely. Oh, Casillas with a big save there. Even see your head. Corner for Valencia. Trapped with the ball in. Zinchenko heads it around as far as Baggio. Lenglet to Piqué. Comes off Ronaldinho. It's going to be another corner. Didn't know much about the block we're doing here, but I don't think Mac cares. Trap again from the corner in. It's a good corner in. It's Pato who just can't get it towards goal. It's under Pato. They have a glorious chance to tie the game up. Ramos was there to nudge him off a little bit, I guess, but that close. Got to at least hit the target, and you can see why Billy sold Pato. Casillas with the kick out. Aubameyang wins the header. Jesus losing the ball to Lenglet. Will Flynn to get one more chance. Sergio Busquets to Pato. Baggio. Oh, it's a loose pass. Ogbonna with the interception. And City walk away with the 3 points, and Matt can finally relax. Take a deep breath. Oh, you're top now. I think you're second in goal difference. I think. I don't know. I can't remember the league table, and because of the everything's on my phone, I can't check. Man of match will go to Lewandowski with 8.5. Look at that. Moving on to the final game of the Premiership, which sees Dan Barnes' Dortmund, I don't know what I'm looking for, take on Billy's Roma. You're currently top, Matt. If you're still there. Take a quick look at the league table. Yeah, you're currently top. So a win here for Roma would do you good. So coming these games. What's the player to watch? Dortmund lost 1-0 to Salford and Roma lost 2-0 to Real Madrid. Coming in from the Premiership though, Roma had a draw against City, Dortmund had a draw against Chelsea. Both these teams currently unbeaten in the Premiership. Roma have had 3 games, 3 draws. Dortmund 2 wins and a draw. Here's the Dortmund unchanged from that last game. Changed though for Roma, and I'll get to that in just a second. It's a new formation, which is the old 4-5-1 attacking, so Donovan stays in goal. Alba, Ferran, Tar and Roberto at the back 4 as always. Midfield 5 of Dabara and Shaqiri as cams. James and Kubo, the wide players. Cruz at centre mid. And Mr. Ronaldo as striker. Dortmund kick us off here in the final Premiership game. Ronaldo instantly winning the ball. James, Dabara, Cruz, James. Alba, James, Alba. James going to get to that, whips the ball in. Ooh, Van der Sar gets to the ball just ahead of Ronaldo. Positive start though from Roma, which they haven't had in a while. Royce out to Werner, Hernandez, Eto. Werner, Hernandez. Good body to Payet. Royce, Payet. Still Dimitri Payet shoots some range and it's an easy catch for Handanovic to make. Handanovic, Donnarumma. Got zoned out then. Ronaldo takes the ball down. Kubo. James. James will find Kubo. Kubo. Shaqiri. Shaqiri goes past one, finds Ronaldo. Shaqiri into the box. Kubadi heads it away. Payet to Lado. Mbappe to Lado. Payet. Royce. Taken up by James. Kubo. Lado wins the ball back for Dortmund. Roma look a little bit more lively at the moment. Royce to Eto. Werner. Hernandez. Eto with a lovely ball to Werner. Gaia cuts inside. Werner, ball given away to Kubo, Roberto, Kubo. Tar, Cruz forward to Ronaldo. Kubo. Smalling the big tackle there. Eto, Royce. Kubo to Roberto, Shaqiri. Roberto, Cruz. Forward to Ronaldo. Ronaldo out to Shaqiri. Shaqiri given time. Into Kubo, Ronaldo, Cruz. Smalling just in the nick of time tackles Cruz. Royce. Werner. That's Roberto's Hastin, Werner's grapes there. Ran the block there. Kubo, Shaqiri. Kubo with an interesting pass, which Shaqiri almost got. Hernandez, so Paul comes away with the ball and go back to Van der Sar. Payet, Royce, Eto'o. Payet with a good ball to Marco Royce, who's in. He's played it back to Payet. There's a big tackle there from Tar, I think it was. Almost baffed at the ball was played back to Payet. Thought Marco was going to bury that pass. Donnarumma, at least. Donnarumma, something to think about. Eto'o. Nice ball, but Tar cuts it out. Ferran. Shaqiri. Roberto. Roberto's definitely going to be shot this game. Payet. Gaia. I would turn. Finds Hernandez. Tackle there by Daniel James. Big tackle there. Daniel James away to Ronaldo. James for a ball forward through the middle to find Kubo. Jordi Alba will retain the ball just. Cruz. Offside. Huge. Lala down the line for the offside, finds Mbappe. Mbappe back to Lala. Payet. Dimitri Payet shoots. Donnarumma will let that go out for a goal kick. Big Don with the goal kick. Looking for Big Ronaldo, who heads it towards Gaia, I guess. Not too sure what Ronaldo was thinking there. Gaia. Royce. Werner. Royce. Tackled there by Kubo. Kubo keeps the ball in play as well. Kubo. Shaqiri. Ronaldo. Back to Shaqiri. We will find Kubo. Ball in. There's nobody there though, and Van der Sar will easily claim. That's the end of the first half. And Dortmund should have had a chance, and they fluffed it. Apart from that, it's been quite an even game, but Roma are definitely playing better than what it was in the last game, for damn sure. Roma quick us off it in the second half. Tar. Kubo. Shaqiri back to Kubo. Roberto. Tar. Cruz. James. Jordi Alba to Dabala, back to Alba. Alba still going. James. Still James. James puts the ball in, there's nobody there. Hernandez will play it out to Werner, who puts it out for a throw-in. Sergio Roberto going back to Tar. A bit of a powerful throw there from Roberto. Cruz. Kubo. Shaqiri. Back to Kubo. Kubo shoots! I think he took a different... No, he didn't. I thought it took a deflection there, but it didn't. Nobody awake. No. Kubo and Shaqiri playing well down his right hand side. Roberto wins the header. Shaqiri to Kubo. Ronaldo. Shaqiri. Roberto. Ball in from Roberto. No one challenges for it, and I heads it away. Jordi Alba to James. Labala, Alba. Good idea, but Ronaldo's slow to react, and Kubali puts out play for a throw, and we see a change here for Dortmund. She's Piatek on Foretto, which is a change Jordan's waiting for. Piatek been very good off the bench in the last few games. He's going to be the danger man now for whoever to watch. Ferran to James. Jordi Alba, James. James trying to dance around people, but cleared out of an easy tackle, and Daniel James there. Lala down the line. Lovely ball to find Piatek, who's really making himself active across the box. Donnarumma's made an absolute big Don. Little Don that could. A terrible attempt at a save there. And it's literally one attack from Dortmund that's led to the goal. Jonathan Tah, what's he doing as well? Jonathan Tah's going to get shot along with Donnarumma, it seems, through the legs of Donnarumma. Definitely gets to want to play, but I don't think Dan's going to care. I was waiting for Billy's reaction in the chat now after that goal. Kubo to Ferran. Kubo. James back to Ferran. James, Dabara, GG's. No, fair enough. James. Back forward to Dabara. This time, boys. James. Dabara. James. Ronaldo! Oh, Ronaldo should have done better. There's a good bit of play there from Roma though. It's fine, something to maybe keep Billy watching the game, but Ronaldo just couldn't beat Van der Sar in goal. Weiss. Payet. Big switch out to Mbappe, puts the ball into the box. Tar's going to play out to James. Jordi Alba. James, Tar. Oh, Tar, what are you doing, lad? Mbappe. Ball whipped in, it's going to be Ferran who heads it away. Shaqiri to Kubo. Ronaldo, Shaqiri. Roberto. Down the line to find Shaqiri. Back to Roberto. Ronaldo. Cruz. Kubo. Cruz. Ronaldo. Shaqiri. Ronaldo's offside as Roma make their first change. We're going to see Cruz off for Fekir. Kubali down the field to find Bernu, puts that play for Roma foreign. 13 minutes left plus injury time. We've got another change here for Dortmund. Werner off for Rafa. Roberto throwing it into Tar. Roberto. Fekir. Ronaldo, Dabala, Fekir, Dabala. Payet with an easy tackle there with Van der Sar. Van der Sar still with the ball, he's put into a bit of a predicament here. He's going to hoof the ball downfield. Payet wins the header, finds Rafa. Ball forward to Marco Reus. He makes it 2. And once again it's the defence of Roma that let him down. Ball straight for the middle, and yeah. Big Don once again just letting in the goals. New keeper at Roma definitely needed. Anybody seeing the keeper to contact Billy, contact him now. Daniel James coming off for Townsend. Townsend. Jordi Alba. Townsend, Alba. Into the middle to find Dybala. Fekir. Dybala. Ball forward, but Lala cuts it out. Kubo. Roberto. Taken by Gaia. Rafa with space on his left hand side to put away. Rafa being forced out of play by Kubo. Change here for Dortmund. Final change. The Balak on for Marco Reus, who won't get the hat trick. That is not. That's a said not two. Jesus. Shaqiri. Ronaldo. Shaqiri. Dybala. Ronaldo. Townsend. Ronaldo into the box. Fekir with a header. Van der Sar with a good save. And that is going to be probably game set match for this game. And Dortmund will remain top for the Matchday 4. Got 2-0 win here over Roma. We played well. Defence let them down again. Though Billy will have a chance of revenge because the next game is against Dortmund in the Shield. So see if Roma can get some kind of revenge against Dortmund in the Shield, or would it be another result like this. You have points, Billy, so you're definitely at the bottom of the league. And unfortunately Portsmouth are sitting dead bottom, but you'll probably be 7th going into Matchday 5. Man of match goes to Royce with an 8.5. In more possession, the same amount of shots, just couldn't convert anything, it seems. Moving out to the Championship, where B's going to end up if things are going. First game, we're going to see Milan United taking on Dan's Aston Villa. So Milan United currently 2nd, Dan's Villa in 5th. Coming to these games, United coming off a 3-1 loss to Portsmouth. Oh, I've got to skip the Premiership ones because where's the ball?
Thank you, Old Trafford. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, every time our Premiership thing comes up I get done for copyright, so I have to skip that. Yeah, so United comes this game off in a 3. Oh my god, they're showing the names at the bottom, Jesus. Yeah, so Mustafi's back in the team, head of Maguire, and he changed for United. And to Steigen's in goal, yeah. Marc-Andre ter Stegen signing from Valencia in goal. One change for Aston Villa, and that's Pierre Crouch back in for Immobile, who hasn't performed in the first 2 games he's had at Villa. Dan had enough and brought Crouch back in. It's interesting to see if ter Stegen makes any changes for keeping stage or keepers for United, because obviously Hugo Lloris used to be the United keeper, but he's performed poorly in his last 15 games. Same situation really at Roma. The keeper and Rand bought ter Stegen and dropped him for Dembele plus a bit of cash. So so United lost the last game to Portsmouth. Villa lost the last game as well to Spurs. Championship wise, United lost their last game to Madrid, as did Villa. They lost to Atletico Madrid. So this team's not exactly on a hot streak at the moment. Both needing a win here to get their things back on track. It's the momentum back on track really more than anything else. Danny Da Costa, Iniesta. I can actually see this time, which is always good. Danny Da Costa, Beckham, Da Costa, Iniesta. Iniesta tackled by Fabregas. Sabria, Fabregas, Crouch, Mane, MVR, Crouch, MVR, cut by Felix, but MV gives the ball to Crouch, Crouch cut by Da Costa, to Steigen on the ball. Looking for Fernandez, who actually wins the ball ahead of Ferdinand there, Giggs, Fernandez. Taken by Ferdinand, Sabria forward to Crouch. Sabria, Pereira, Sabria, Pereira, Griezmann, Sabria, Fabregas, Griezmann, Sabria, Fabregas, Crouch. Pierre Crouch out to Sadio Mane. Taken by Da Costa, who's going to put it out of play for a throw-in. Kadishi to Mane, back to Kadishi. Kadishi a bit of play there, puts the ball in. Mustafi heads down to Beckham. Beckham plays away to Da Costa. Beckham, Da Costa, Fidic. Also, interesting clearance from Fidic, but Gattuso will clear the ball away. If it ain't Maguire, it's Mustafi. If Mustafi, it's Fidic. Defensive problems here at United. Griezmann. Crouch, Sabria, cut out by Mustafi, Gattuso forward to Ilic, who did score a fantastic goal against Portsmouth, to be fair, even though United lose 3-1. Ilic scored an absolute crack of a goal. Iniesta forward, poor pass, and Galkriti's going to cut out easily enough, but Iniesta's going to win the ball back momentarily. And if he to Sabria, Sabria with a fantastic ball out to Sadio Mane. You can't find Crouch. Da Costa, Iniesta. Plays with his hand. Gattuso out left to Giggs. Back to Gattuso. Alexandro. Gattuso. Fernandez. Big switch out to Beckham. Danny Da Costa. Iniesta. Danny Da Costa. Beckham. Back to Da Costa. Ball comes in. Kimpembe will head that way, and it's fast Gattuso. Giggs shoots on the 40, and it's an easy pick up there for Tim Howard. Mane wins the header. Fabregas over the top to Mane. Lovely ball. Danny Costa, good tackle there. To Steigen. Mustafi. Gattuso to Iniesta. Iniesta. Fabregas for tackling Iniesta. Clichy. Amphia. Fabregas. Kimpembe. Clichy.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum.
Iniesta to Fidic. Mustafi.
Added time.
Gattuso. Mustafi. Gattuso. Mustafi. Iniesta. Bruno Fernandes. The end of the first half there. Neither team really anything to talk about really. Bit of a plain half. Oh, you're 1 gig Salford. That was literally it. Hopefully the second half can produce a bit more to talk about. Fabregas, Kimpembe, Pereira, Sabria. Switch out to Mane. Can't control it, and it's a throw in here to United. Iniesta, Fidic. Gattuso. Iniesta. Big switch out to Giggs. Bruno Fernandes with a lovely turn. Still Bruno Fernandes. Tries to shoot, gets pushed off the ball by Ferdinand. Might have been a foul there, but referee doesn't give it. Sabria into the middle to find Demfio. Out to Mane. Crouch. Good tackle by Vidic. Gets the ball away to Iniesta. Crouch. Tackled by Sandro. Tim Howard's going to put the ball out of play for a throw-in. Tim Howard needs to run into the goal quickly. Riggs. Sandro to Giggs. Fernandes. Giggs. Bruno Fernandes. Should have played it back to Giggs, but I don't think he saw him. He thought it's a corner though to United. Beckham short to Iniesta. Could be another corner. Beckham short again to Iniesta. He makes Sabria, but Sabria will hit the ball and Pro's going to clear. Gattuso, Fernandes, Ilic. Got there by Ferdinand. Now Clichy. Enfio. Still going. Ball whipped in. Oh, it's. I think that's a header back from Mustafi to Saigon. Tim Howard will pick the ball up. Crouch, it's offside. Change here for United. Bruno Fernandes coming off for Mason Greenwood. Greenwood. Iniesta. Iniesta! Good save from Tim Howard. Iniesta should have done better really, but Tim Howard with a great save there, putting it behind for a corner. Savic is on for someone. For Sabria. Greenwood shoots. Save from Tim Howard. Da Costa, Crouch, Griezmann, Crouch, Griezmann, Pereira, Envio, Crouch, Envio, Mane, Envio. Interesting pass to Clichy, who's actually offside. Daniel Acosta with the free kick. Fernand wins the ball. Enfio. Savic. Enfio. Out left to find Mane. Fabregas forward to Crouch. Comes with Vidic. Giggs to clear it out for a throw-in. Mane with the throw-in going back to Clichy. Enfio. Savic. Good block left from Vidic. Vidic. Beckham. Iniesta. Out right to Greenwood. Greenwood to Giggs. It's a foul and a yellow card here for Enfio. It is a Jan Enfio with the yellow card. Not many yellow cards this season. It's a good thing. Gattuso coming off for Adam Lallana. Sadio Mane coming off for Jojo Kocho. Yeah, not many bookings at all this season. Beckham. Needed the ball to Pereira, who's lost the ball to Sandro, but Sandro's header actually finds Crouch. Griezmann. Savic. Griezmann tangled out by Sandro. Pereira into the ball back. Savic. Griezmann. Pereira. Griezmann into the middle to find Jan and Theo. Tackled by Iniesta. Iniesta to Giggs. Giggs forward to Eric. Giggs. Griezmann's way offside. He's not offside. Oh, I thought he was a mile offside. I don't know who kept him on, but Greenwood with an attempt. It's a good save from Tim Howard. Greenwood should have done probably a little bit better. JJ Kocher. Back to Gaklishi. Jan and Theo. Crouch. Iniesta cuts it out. Da Costa. Leona. Giggs. Leona. Alexandro. Eric. Leona. Giggs. Sandro. Sandro puts the ball in. Is Eric's there? Oh, it's just wide as well. Oh, that's a good ball. Illich was late to get to the ball, but he actually timed the one perfectly in hindsight and almost put it in the back of the net, but couldn't control the volley at all. Puts it wide of the goal. Crouch is off for Immobile for the remaining 2 minutes. Fabregas to Savic. Immobile. Good ball over the top from Immobile. Griezmann, who released the ball to Sandro. Griezmann picks the ball up. Ball comes in. Fabregas comes off Vidic. Immobile to Fabregas. Good save from Steigen. Big save from Steigen. I think that's his first save of the game. Last chance here for Ferro. Immobile, good off the line from Iniesta. Fabregas, no, it's the end of the game. Last minute drama there if Ferro did score. But point shared here between Ryan and Dan. Steigen keeps a clean sheet, so. Six shots to 4. Both teams definitely having their chances. Man of match goes to Fabregas, takes it with a 7.4. Moving now to the next game, which sees Carlos Real Madrid take on Juventus AC Milan. I'll put them in the amp here. So they go into this game. Real Madrid coming off a 2-0 win against Roma. Milan coming this game for another 2-2 draw against the Premiership champions. Championship wise, Milan are coming for a 1-1 draw. Madrid against coming off that 2-0 win against United. Unchanged team here for Real Madrid. Also an unchanged team here for AC Milan too. And Madrid kick us off here. Rui Costa on the ball. Wilson. Tavernier. Mancini. Torre. Mancini. Lamar. Ashley Young. Being forced that play there. Throwing that's a free kick, I think. I don't know what the free kick was for. If there's a wasted free kick, as Peter Galassi will easily collect the ball. Finished away, Turiso. Out to Suso. Carlos. Suso. Luis Gustavo. Carlos. Ball whipped in. Gomez will easily clear that way. Suso picks the ball back up there. Luis Gustavo. Turiso. Finished away. Gustavo. Turiso. Gustavo. Suso. Martinez. Good save from Courtois. It was Turiso. No one is Gustavo, and finished away scored in that game against Ajax. Finished away enabling a last minute winner. Or last minute equal, I should say, to just gave him a point there. Lamar. Young. Luis Roberts back post, heads it wide. Ashley Young, Rui Costa, Torre, Gomez. Falvin wins the ball. Gustavo, Turiso, Gustavo, Martinez, punished away. Offside. Gustavo wins the header then on against Kimmich. Roberto Carlos. Ball whipped in, he's finished away. He's fallen to Torre actually and cleared away. Suso was there but couldn't get his foot on it. So he wins the ball. Turiso, Suso, someone's down injured there for Real Madrid. It's Joe Gomez, he's going to be out for a few games. Took a nasty fall there. He's finished John Matip coming on for his debut for Madrid. Torre's going to get the ball to Galassi. Matip's on, sorry. Tavernier. Rui Costa. Suarez. Tavernier. Suso. Martinez. Tolisso. Gustavo. Baresi. Gustavo. Finished away. Gustavo. Tolisso. Oh, Martinez with a terrible touch. Suarez with a lovely touch. Tavernier. Suarez. Wilson. Suarez. Mancini. Torre. Suarez. Cut by Suso. Gustavo. Finished away. Tolisso. Kimmich. Tolisso. Favin. Gustavo. Tolisso. Martinez. Cut by Matip. Costa. Tavernier. Torre. Costa. Young. Rui Costa. Benzema. Lamar. Rui Costa. Young. Torre. Young. Benzema. Lamar. Stood him up, good ball in. Grassi's going to easily snag that, yeah. Mancini. Young, Rui Costa, Young. Torre, Costa. Benzema. Lamar. Lamar can't get a ball, well, does get a ball off, but can't get the ball to Benzema, but basically puts out play for a throw in. Lamar. Throws it into Benzema. Lamar. Ball whipped in. Tomori heads it away as far as Suarez. Tavernier. Rui Costa. Wilson. Costa. Tavernier. Wilson. Tavernier. Rui Costa. Suso. Getting the ball away to Lautaro. Martinez. Suso back to Martinez. Pace past Matip here. Cuts back. Back to Carlos. And that's the end of the first half. Only Martinez whipped that ball in there. One shot for each team so far. Moving to the second half with Milan kicking us off here. Tolisso, finished away. Favin, finished away. Tolisso. Cut by Mancini. Mancini forward to Suarez. Torre. Costa. Suarez. Torre. Costa. Suarez. Costa. Ashley Young. Rui Costa. Torre. Suarez. Wilson's offside. Glad with the ball forwards. Mancini into the header. Costa back to Mancini. Suarez. Carlos cuts the pass out and keeps the ball in play. Hassled though by Wilson. Carlos gets the ball away just. He's far low as Tavernier, I think it is. Suarez back to Costa, who finds Benzema, buries that to the back of the net. Benzema picked up his first goal for Madrid. a lot of time for the pen to run out. Anyway. We finished over Benzema as well. He scored his first goal following his top goal scoring season he had last season at Spurs. Still don't get why Cam gave him up. He's got Trezeguet, but Trezeguet and Benzema would have been a lethal strike force. So over back to Baresi. Lamar, doing the ball to Baresi. Carlos. Suso. Doing the ball to Wilson. Suarez comes away the ball from Tomori somehow. Tomori though, all over Suarez. Benzema. Wilson. Suso wins the ball back for Milan. Tomori. Carlos. Suso. Tolisso back to Suso. Back to Tolisso. Gustavo. Finished away. Kimmich. Finished away. Favin. Luis Gustavo. Finished away. Martinez. Almost got the ball to Tolisso. Was that Favin? I think it's Favin actually, but Courtois gets to the ball just ahead of him. Good play there from Milan. Yeah, they're coming in. Gustavo. Martinez. Finished away. Suso. Good tackle from Matip. Luis Suarez. Finds Torre. Suarez. Benzema. Suarez. Tomori to Carlos. Tolisso. Suso. Tolisso. Gustavo. Martinez. Tolisso. Martinez shoots good block for Mancini, but it's fallen to Tolisso. And Tolisso makes the best out of a bad situation and banks the equaliser here. It's a good shot for Martinez, good block for Mancini, but it falls straight to Tolisso, and Courtois should have done a bit of the save really to just out of the reach of his foot there. $50 minutes left to play, can either team have a winner? Matip out to Wilson. Tavernier. Costa. Benzema. Matip. Carlos. Martinez. Ball pushed out of play there by Mancini, if he knows. Suso can't control the ball, to throw into Madrid. Wilson. Rash throwing, I should say. And used the ball away. Gustavo. Tolisso. Gustavo. Tolisso. Martinez. Gustavo. Suso. Gustavo out to Carlos. Good ball in. Just Courtois ball punches it away. Kimmich battles for it. Gustavo. Kimmich. Tolisso. Finished away. Tolisso. Trying to find Martinez, but it's a poor pass. Young. Torre. Benzema. Torre. Benzema. Puts the ball in. It's Lamar, and it's an easy goal for Lamar, and that's got to be all 3 points on the way to Real Madrid to hit Milan on the counter. And Lamar's come up trumps here. Galassi got beaten. Baresi over Money's. Well, lost his man really, and Galassi was beaten. Thomas Lamar in the 89th minute scored. Got to be the winning goal. Unless Milan do what they've done last game and score an equaliser at the death. Need to put the ball forward though. Kimmich, nope, they won't. Real Madrid nicked the 3 points at the end of the game there. Benzema takes man of the match for 9.1. Next game sees Atletico Madrid take on, or POS Atletico Madrid take on Steve's UCD. Oh, no Watford. And a big game for the top of the championship. First versus third. Atletico top, UCD third. So Atletico come to this game off a 1-0 loss to City in the Shield and a 1-0 win over Villa in the Championship. UCD have a 1-0 loss to Wednesday in the Shield, a 2-0 win over Spurs in the Championship. Atletico Madrid come this game unchanged. UCD come this game with a few player changes, same formation though, so about 4 remain the same. Moved to a 3 now of Frank Ramsey and David Theo at Cam. Front 3 of Cuadrado, like I said, a new boy Mo Salah, who Steve changed, was traded with Owen for Ziyech. And see how Salah really gets on, because he didn't really show much at Chelsea. But trying to see how he gets on here at UCD. Playing his favourite position as well, right wing, so. Chiellini, Van Ginkel, big ball out to Cuadrado, Ramsey, Cuadrado, into the box, it's David Theo, save from Yashin, ball's going to fall to Maldini here, Van Ginkel, good turn, wait for your last player to go on, like I said. Van Ginkel, Maldini, Van Ginkel, ball comes in, Yashin will head that ball away, punch that ball away. And Cancelo is going to clear the board, they can cover their lines. Van Ginkel, Ramsey, Marcelo, Ramsey, Cuadrado, Marcelo, David Theo, Ramsey shoots. Oh, it's gone over. Ramsey can't hit him, but just couldn't do so there. Kane. Partey over the top. Hazard. Out of play. Cancelo to Kondogbia. Partey over the top to find Sterling. Kane. Forward to Seedorf. Good block there from Nestor. Seedorf gonna keep the ball. Sterling. Shoots, block from Chiellini. Marcelo's gonna head that way. David Villa. Lacazette forward to sideways to thanking call. Lacazette. Salah. Lacazette. Salah. Thanking call. Lacazette. Thanking call. Mo Salah. Lacazette tackled. Interesting pass from David Villa to Lacazette. Salah. Villa. Ramsey trying to get the ball to Lacazette, but it's been cut out and cleared away by Kondogbia. Aldini keeps it in. Salah. Ramsey. Thanking call. Over the top. Finding Mo Salah. Lacazette. Good save from Yashin. Good ball from Salah. Mo Salah with the throw in. For Maldini. Wins the ball, Maldini. Salah. Thanking call. Ramsey. David Villa. Thanking call. Salah. Maldini. Salah. David Villa. Maldini whips the ball in. Pavard heads it down, partly down to Sterling. Pavard. It's an interesting pass which goes nowhere. Maldini. Thinking call to Chiellini. Maldini. Thinking call. David Villa. Over the top. Cancelo wins the header. Hazard. Kondogbia. Cancelo. Kondogbia. Cancelo. Over the top, finding Hazard. Keeps it in, finds Seedorf, who finds Harry Kane. Harry Kane shoots, hits the post. Very close there from Harry Kane. And Nestor's very lucky that the penalty wasn't given against him, so he did go in on Harry Kane. Ramsey out to Salah. Inside, find David Villa, Salah. Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel shoots on range. Yashin lets it go. Both centre mids now have had a shot at goal. Both Ramsey and Van Ginkel. Ramsey, Van Ginkel, Aldini, Van Ginkel, Nestor, Villa, Salah, Villa, Did win the ball, Hazard, Kondogbia, Kane, Kondogbia, and that's the end of the first half. Both teams have had chances, like I said, it's had a chance. Both centre mids for UCD had a chance as well. Harry Kane going the closest, though hitting smacking the post. Both teams definitely still in this game. UCD will kick us off here in the second half. Nestor, Theo, Nestor, Ramsey. Cuadrado, Marcelo, David Theo, Van Ginkel, Salah, Van Ginkel, Salah. Salah goes all the way, shoots, good save from Yashin. Lovely bit of highlight from Mo Salah. Showing what you can do on his debut here at UCD. Short corner here for UCD. Ramsey short to Salah. Puts the ball in deep, it's Nestor back post, across the box. Hernandez gets on it and Kane clears. Salah picks the ball up. Chiellini to Van Ginkel. Ramsey. Van Ginkel. Ramsey. With a good tackle there, Raheem Sterling. Pavard. Kane. Hazard. Cancelo to Partey. Cancelo, Partey. Seedorf. Ball forward to Cancelo, who is offside. Nestor takes the free kick. Bombs it forward to Salah, controls it, but he's going to lose the ball to Cancelo. Partey, Hazard. Kane. Hazard. Back to Cancelo, Hazard. Partey, Seedorf. Nestor wins the ball. Ramsey. Lacazette, Ramsey. Salah's got a load of space here on the right hand side and Ramsey will find him. Mo Salah across the box. Into the hands of Yashin. Yashin kicks the ball out. Nestor wins the header. Ramsey out to Marcelo. Ramsey. Chiellini to Van Ginkel. Back to Nestor. Nestor to Ramsey. Van Ginkel. Ramsey. Forward to Lacazette. Van Ginkel. Salah. Salah finds Maldini. Van Ginkel shoots, comes off Dilic. Maldini wins the header, but Cancelo's going to pick the ball up. Seedorf. Hazard. Hazard a bit of pace here, can pull away. Puts the ball in. He's looking for it's fallen to Kondogbia, who shoots. Good save from Oblak. Marcelo with a glancing header away, doesn't really clear it. Kondogbia definitely jumped on the chance. Change for both teams as well. Pjanic on for Partey for Atletico, and for UCD we've got Biglia is on for Kondogbia as well for Atletico, and Lo Celso is on for Fia for UCD. Double midfield change there for Atletico Madrid. Maldini. Lo Celso forward to Salah. Salah out to Lacazette. Into the middle to find Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel couldn't get a ball out of his feet and was tackled by Cancelo. Seedorf. Pjanic. Seedorf. Fulgen Hazard. Pjanic. Seedorf. Great tackle there by Chiellini. Lacazette. Van Ginkel. Salah. Maldini. Van Ginkel. Lo Celso. Ramsey. Out to Maldini. Nestor. Maldini. Salah. Maldini. Salah. Maldini. Lo Celso. Salah. Lo Celso. Salah. Lacazette. That was a lovely bit of play there from UCD, and Lacazette finally grabs his first goal for UCD. Lovely play there from Lo Celso and Salah. made the goal. Salah's going around people like they weren't even there. And lays it off to Lacazette for the easy tap-in. Finally beating Yashin. He's made some great saves today. And the late goal as well could be a little bit too late for Atletico to get back into the game. We'll see. Made chances. Definitely had chances for Atletico. Can't beat Oblak today. Van Ginkel, Lo Celso, Lacazette, Ramsey. Cuadrado, cut by Sterling. Ramsey wins the ball back low. Pavard, Biglia, Cancelo, Sterling. Lo Celso, Cuadrado. Cuadrado going out wide. Moves the ball in, cut by Pavard, be a corner here to UCD, change it for Atletico. It'll be Nani on for Sterling. Ramsey whips the corner in, Nani heads it away and he's fast to Lo Celso. Cuadrado to Ramsey. Pavard read it well, but Ramsey gets the ball back. Cuadrado losing the ball to Nani. Dilic. That's the end of the game, and UCD take the 3 points here, big 3 points against the league leaders. UCD looking to bounce back straight into the Premiership following their awful Premiership form last season. Man of the match goes to Salah. He gets man of the match on his debut with an 8.6. Moving out to the final game, and we'll ironically started how we finished with the started with the two bottom teams of the Premiership and finished with the two bottom teams of the Championship. Tommy's Salford City, currently 7th, taking on Cameron Spurs, who are currently 8th. So coming to these games, Salford 1-1 against Dortmund in the Shield, and 1-1 draw against Milan in the Championship. Spurs won their last game 3-0 comfortably with Trezeguet scoring a hat-trick against Aston Villa in the Shield and losing 2-0 to UCD in the league. Here's the Salford lineup unchanged from that last game. Here's this Spurs lineup unchanged, still missing Fidel, who's now serving 2 game suspension for picking up a straight red card. Missed the last game for injury.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Salford will kick us off here in today's final game. Sudan out to Coman. Cisse losing the ball to Kagawa. Trezeguet. Kagawa to Torreira. Godin. Kagawa to Bonucci. Torreira. Aurier. Torreira. Cut by Haustenberg. Coman. Zidane. Kagawa wins the ball. Torreira. Neymar. Trezeguet. Neymar. Aurier puts the ball forward but cut by Tonega. Haustenberg. Kingsley Coman. Pushing forward. Aurier with the tackle there. Corner to Salford. Haustenberg puts the ball in. Forced to Rojo. Haustenberg again. Another good ball in. Torreira heads it away. Neymar. Coutinho for one. Essien wins the ball back. Kagawa intercepts. Aurier. For one. Coutinho for one. Torreira for one. Coutinho. Torreira. Trezeguet. Torreira to Schultz. Haustenberg heads it away, only as far as Aurier. For one. Aurier. Kagawa. Neymar. What's forward to Trezeguet? Oh, Trezeguet for a header towards goal and Navas with the save. Zidane, Sissoko, Essien.
Please return to your vehicle immediately. Thank you.
Cisse. Cisse playing it through to Coman, used to put it wide. I think he was offside anyways. Oh, he went offside, but he put it wide. He should have done so much better. Should at least hit the target from there. He could have used an arm reach of him. Torreira. Kagawa, Torreira, Kagawa. Neymar. Aurier. Torreira. Aurier with an interesting pass to Zidane. Cisse, Zidane. For one wins the ball back. Godin. Kagawa. Schultz. Coutinho puts the ball into the box. It's gone deep. Neymar heads it towards goal again, and Navas having to tip it over for the corner. Coutinho puts the ball in, Politano heads it away. Actually heads it to himself. Forward to Coman. Back to Haustenberg. Over the top for Coman. Coman might do better here. Still Kingsley Coman across the box to Cisse. Won't take him this chance this time, Kingsley Coman, as he taps it across to to Cisse, who taps it in for the easy goal. No fucking about there. Luis, who I forgot how she signed today's game for us. Cameron, forgot about that. Shows you what attention I've been paying to the game. Yeah, Hugo Luis. Also with Ryan buying to Steigen from Valencia. Ryan sold Hugo Luis to Cameron, who was had Chesney goal since the start of season 2 pretty much. And Luis has conceded in his first game, which isn't a good sign. But we'll see how he gets on the rest of the game. We have a fantastic ball through the middle to find Lucas Torreira. There's another ex-United player. Essen with the clearance away. Bonucci heads it forward to Aurier for one. I forget about keepers when they move. It's just not something you pick up on, I guess. For one. Schultz. Kagawa. Coutinho. Trezeguet. Kagawa. Coutinho across the box. Rojo for a fantastic tackle. Tottenham looking to do the same for the easy goal, but Marcus Rojo says fuck off and it's ball behind for a corner. Coutinho puts the ball in. Godin puts it just wide. Navas with the kick out, looking for Sissoko. Essien, ball through to Zidane. Cisse can't get the ball back to Zidane. Torreira intercepts. That's going to be the end of the first half. An even game actually, shots wise. Both teams have had chances. Only one shot on target each for both teams so far. Need a bit more accuracy. Brozovic on for Kagwa at the half-time break for Spurs. Lucas Torreira. Out left towards Coutinho. Back into the middle, which Essien's going to take down and punt away. Schultz down to Coutinho for one. Schultz, Brozovic, Schultz, Brozovic. Coutinho gets the ball off but gets fouled during it. Referee allows play to go on. Coutinho, Godin, Torreira, Aurier, Torreira, Brozovic. Brozovic shoots, given space to shoot, hits the post. And Tanega's getting the ball away just in time. Brozovic, who known for his shooting ability, hits smacks the post. That's a good shot there. Definitely a good sign for Spurs. There's a knocking on the door. Halstenberg for ball forward. Juan Cisse. Ball comes in, Godin heads it away as far as Essien. Politano, Essien. Politano puts the ball in. Luis with a big hand away, header left Cisse. Zidane. Sissoko. Halstenberg. Sissoko to Coman, tackled by Aurier. Neymar. Aurier back to Godin. Neymar. Torreira. Bonucci. Essien, if the interception, played it straight to him, Bonucci pretty much. Yellow card here for Bonucci as well. Change here for Spurs as well. As soon as see Jay Spearing come on for Juan Sebastian for one. Free kick, Helsingborg will dink it in, and Reese will easily collect. Oh yeah. Down the line, find Neymar. Oh yeah. To Ever. Tackled by Sedan. Coman. Essien. Oh yeah, wins the ball back. Potentially, no, Coman comes out of it. Sedan. Essien. Cut out by Schultz. Jay Spearing. Trezeguet. To Ever. Cut up by Coman. Sissoko. Sedan to Coman. Coman puts the ball in, finding Sedan. Sedan gets another go, and Sedan will open his account here at Salford. Goal here against Spurs. If you're watching this, Tommy, no, you're not getting your fucking icon card for when they go. Sedan opens his account here for Salford with his first goal. And Cisse is going off for Jimenez. No, Texera. Bonucci. Spearing. Nico Schultz. Neymar. Schultz. Bonucci. Spearing. Tuera. Jay Spearing. Nico Schultz. Switching out to Godin. Oye. Godin. Nico Schultz. Good ball out to Coutinho. Oh yeah. Plays with Sedan, gets it back low. Spearing. Oh yeah. Jay Spearing. Nico Schultz. Yes, he just pushes Schultz off the ball there. Sedan. Forward to Coman. Coman. To the middle to find Essien. Sedan. He's passed there from Sedan to Coutinho to Ever. Wins the ball back. Sedan to Essien. Sissoko to Xera. Essien. And it's Politano to make it 3. Massimo Politano with a goal here to secure the 3 points here for Salford, just to look to climb the league here. Lovely play as well from the lads here at Salford. Trezeguet playing it, trying to kick off to Ever. So Spurs, I guess, hunting for a consolation goal if anything. Jay Spearing. Trezeguet. He scored a hat-trick in the last game. He's been very quiet this game. Rojo just tackles him there just to prove my point. Politano forward to Sissoko. Sedan. Texera, Politano. Good ball to Essien, who's trying to get on the score sheet. Good save there from Hugo Luis. Helsingborg with the corner. Godin got knocked over in the box. Takes over into the box to find Sedan. Takes over, shoots, blocked from Brozovic, and that's the end of the game. Salford will pick up the 3 points. Spurs will remain bottom of the Championship, far from the form they had in the first season when they won the fucking league. Man of match goes to Kingsley Coman with a 9.0. With that, that'd be the end of today's stream. Thank you for watching. I'll see you around the weekend at some point for the next games. Can't remember what days I got off. But I'll update obviously the group as I know when. So until then, take care and adios.